Are you having trouble building your real estate brand? One of the biggest components I would say to helping build your real estate brand is identifying your brand colors. To the uninitiated, it is definitely not as easy as just saying, hey, I like these 3 or 4 different colors and these are my brand colors, perfect. It does take a little bit more thought than that. So today I wanna do something a little bit different. I wanna take you into a little workshop where we help better understand what colors mean and then hopefully help you better identify and figure out what exactly your color scheme is. So the reality is, once you're better able to understand colors and how it affects consumer behavior, then the more significant and powerful your brand will become. I mean, let's look at the numbers. 85% of people tend to think that just based off of a brand's colors, it's enough to dictate whether or not they're willing to work with that brand. And on top of that, 92% of those people feel that based off of a brand's appearance is really the deciding factor of whether or not they want to really or truly work with that person. The good news is it is actually pretty easy to help identify the method behind this madness. But before I get into it, please make sure you click that like button. You know it helps out the video and the channel, and thank you so much in advance. Just so we're clear, colors convey emotion and experience, and in addition to that, they also convey some sort of information. The goal here is you want to be able to have potential customers better understand your brand based off of the emotions that you give them from your colors. At the end of the day, different colors elicit different meanings. So let me actually take you over to my screen and better explain to you what exactly these colors mean. So I put together a little bit of a slideshow presentation to help you better understand what colors mean and the feelings that they give off when you see them. So let's start off with red, and red is associated with danger, excitement, and energy. It's also known for being the color of love and passion. Pink is more of a feminine color. It's sentimental, it's romantic, and also different shades of pink, like hot pink, could be youthful or bold. Orange is more fresh and full of vitality. It's definitely more creative and adventurous, and it's also associated with being more cost effective. Yellow is more optimistic, associated with being playful and happy. Green is a very natural color. It demonstrates sustainability. And of course, different shades of green can also be aligned with prestige and wealth. Blue is definitely more of a trustworthy and reliable color. It's a calming color, but I should also add it does associate with depression. Purple definitely is a color for royalty, and it could be also thought of as being more spiritual and mysterious. Brown is definitely more of a down-to-earth and honest color, and it's also often used for organic or wholesome products or services. White is kind of the go-to natural vanilla color that everyone uses. It definitely means pure simplicity, and it definitely is one of the colors that really resonates with that buzzword called minimalism. Lastly, we have black, which really gives off that feeling of sophistication and elegance, formality and luxuriousness, but it can also be thought of as sorrowful. So here's some guidance when you're trying to pick out your brand colors. You're always gonna wanna at least start with 3. And those 3 are your base, your accent, and your neutral. Your base color is gonna be your most dominant color, and you're gonna wanna choose a color that really speaks to your target customer, your target potential customer for that matter. And once you've figured out your base color, then the rest of the colors are pretty easy. The next color that you're gonna be looking for is your accent color. And your accent color simply just has to fit 2 criteria. 1 is that it needs to complement your base color. 2, it also needs to speak to your audience. And the last color is your neutral color, which is typically the background color for any of your marketing material. Go with something simple, not too flashy, white, light gray, or different forms of gray, as well as black. It's really up to you. So if you're still having trouble trying to figure out and decipher your colors, then let me walk you through one of the applications that I like using. It's actually a website. It's called Coolors. And I love using it for all of my clients because it makes the process of identifying colors really, really easy. Okay, so what you're looking at here is coolors.co. It's a really great web application I use for all of my clients that are having a really hard time deciding what color scheme they should go with based off of their foundational knowledge of what colors mean. So let me go ahead and walk you through how this website works. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is click on this generate button here at the top, or maybe click to start the generator right in the middle of the page. Takes you to the same place. And as I mentioned before, you're always gonna want to start with 3 color schemes at least. That would be your base, your accent, and your neutral color. So let's go ahead and clear out this canvas a little bit to make our working area a little bit easier to read. I'll close out these pop-ups. And again, starting with 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out 2 colors. And these are gonna be our 3 main colors. So one of the cool things about this is it automatically generates the colors based off of an algorithm. All you simply need to do is, as you can read here, hit the space bar and it'll change up the colors. I'm just gonna keep going and hitting the space bar until I see a color I like. I actually like this color as maybe my neutral color. I can see this being on the background of a lot of my marketing material. So I'm gonna click this button here to lock it in. Now, when it comes to a base color, this blue actually really resonates with me, but I think it could be a shade darker. So there's this option here called View Shades. If I click on that, I can actually kind of just select a shade that's a tad darker. Ooh, I think that's too dark. Yeah, that looks about right. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that in as my base color. Now I need to look for a neutral color. I'm just gonna keep hitting that space bar until I find something I like. And I actually kind of like this yellow color, to be honest with you. So I'm just locking it in, and from there I now have really the base colors that I want to use for my brand. All you simply need to do from this point on is click this export button and click that you want to save it as an image, title it brand colors, go ahead and save this to your desktop. And then just like that, in the matter of a few minutes, we've been able to identify what our brand color scheme is going to be. So to wrap things up, there is no definitive rule book when it comes to choosing your brand colors. It's really just based off of your feeling and intuition and kind of what resonates with you. So use this video as maybe your starting point as you try to navigate through defining or deciphering what your color scheme is. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please make sure you click that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you get notified for future videos. And if you have any questions whatsoever with regards to maybe trying to figure out your brand colors, by all means, please reach out. I am more than happy to give you a hand and try to provide as much assistance as possible. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.